So I have one question. Have you met Paul Stamets?
Actually, I have, and I have
Really?
one of his cool mushroom hats. From there, the chemistry can go in a million different directions, but we're first going to demonstrate that we can pull toxins out of the soil. The solutions are going to be endless because the chemistry can relate to the human body as well as the soil, right? These are mirror images of each other. This is a good use of my time and our team's time. Like that's really hard for me, and I think I've met some connections here that are going to help with that. It's like in the mushroom industry, it's so hard because it's so new.
The fungi kingdom includes over 144,000 species and can be found in various habitats around the world, but only 5% are classified, leaving about 1.5 million species yet to be discovered. On this occasion, Ryan Iacovacci, co-founder of Myconat, will explain how biotechnology has been able to exploit fungi for various needs. Enjoy!
Juego de humanos, la historia detrás del personaje.
Hello humans, this is another episode of Juego de Humanos from Silicon Valley. We are in the Redwoods now, in middle of the startup grind event, and recording with some people around here, some founders, some VCs, people who has a vision to change the world in any way that they are doing. Then this guy that you saw in the episode of last night, now he is also being the co-host now. How is it going, Vitaly?
Oh, it's going good, thank you. Yeah, so last episode was like really nice because it was like improvised, and like I couldn't even think about that I will join the podcast. But
Cool.
It's a really cool experience.
Yeah, nice. And then you are a co-host already.
Yeah.
And then we are gonna introduce to Ryan that we just met, and he's doing something pretty cool with mushrooms. Then welcome to Juego de Humanos, Ryan.
Thank you, Alexis. Gentlemen, this is really exciting. Thank you.
Tell us, like, let's pitch in 2 minutes. Let us know, what do you do?
Sure. So I'm co-founder of a mushroom biotech company called Myconat, and we specialize in taking problems and finding solutions using fungi. That's at the core of our business, right? So we're throwing our hat in the ring of remediation. So taking toxins in the soil and using fungi to render them either inert or extract them from the soil with the help of plants. And from there, the chemistry can go in a million different directions, but we're first going to demonstrate that we can pull toxins out of the soil in Michigan, where we're located, with this toxin called PFAS. It's a forever compound that's gotten a lot of popularity. 3M and DuPont came up with it, and it's endocrine disrupting, so it damages the human hormonal system, and it's everywhere. It's literally in the rain around the world. Every military base, U.S. military base has it. It's very problematic. There's over 10,000 compounds, and it's in the fish, it's in larger macro species, it's bioaccumulating. It's in 99.7% of people at this conference right now. It's in our bloodstream, kind of like microplastics, a very similar problem. And so the hope is that we can first demonstrate to pull it out of the soil, and then from there, the chemistry, again, once we understand a lot of this, we have an amazing team of people that have come together to solve this problem in Michigan. The solutions are going to be endless because the chemistry can relate to the human body as well as the soil, right? These are mirror images of each other. So we first got to demonstrate here with some pilot projects this year and see where we can go from there,
Cool. And when did you start this project?
We just started last year. Me and a buddy, we've been harvesting mushrooms for 6-7 years, and I've been farming, just at basic agriculture with my hands and tools and such, and just mushrooms have always kind of called to me. I've had some really positive psychedelic experiences in my younger years, and I played football, American football, and I was a jock, and my life completely did a 180, and just started to ask questions. And man, I studied religion and international relations, so I don't know how religion and politics led me to agriculture, but it did, and mushrooms. So here I am, You know, we started this company, and we, you know, it's like, what's the biggest problem we could take on that we think we can find the research papers out there that can support a solution? And PFAS was that first one. We submitted to the National Science Foundation last year for what's called the SBIR, Small Business Innovation Research Grant. Fingers crossed we get it, and yeah, hopefully like in the next couple months, and then we can raise some real venture capital or angel investment, and you know, start to really demonstrate the next couple years and sell a product, hopefully.
Cool. That's really amazing.
Yeah, so I have one question. Have you met Paul Stamets?
Actually, I have, and I have one
Really?
of his cool mushroom hats from
Oh, wow.
Transylvania, from Eastern Europe, right? Like, so he is as nice as he seems on, you know, video. Like, he's really
Wow.
a gangster, dude. Like, he's on that neck. I mean, he's inspiration for all of us, you know.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, for sure. That's great that you know.
Yeah, I saw the Joe Rogan experience with the Paul Stamets.
Yeah, that almost broke his company. He got so many orders online, he had to shut down ordering. You know, it was like, wow, that Joe Rogan touch, man, it just like blows you up. But yeah, it's very exciting.
And I see like a lot of advertisement because I do like I'm a co-founder of a startup with food supplements, and I eventually get some advertisement with like energy drinks with the mushrooms, like instead of coffee. And like, have you met such products?
You know, I mean, as a consumer, I buy a lot of those different things. I try as many different, you know, products as possible. We make some stuff just like me and my buddy. We got a freeze dryer, you know, we'll freeze dry some mushrooms and powder them, and we make, you know, capsules and such, and it's just kind of like, we're just playing around. But, you know, I think where the opportunity is, and this is a really big problem actually in the supplement industry, there's a lot of snake oil that companies will add filler to the product, nutritional yeast, brewer's yeast, because it still has beta-glucans, which is the really popular isolated compound that's like the antioxidant. You know, it's in chaga, it's in shiitake mushrooms, but that's only one compound. There's a cascade of compounds that really make medicine. Same with cannabis. It's like, it's not just THC that makes it powerful, it's all of the other compounds working together. And so I think you're going to see this disruption in the industry here, where we're going to start getting the data as to what actually is medicinal. You know, it's not just going to be beta-glucans, but it's going to be harrisinones and lion's mane. It's going to be, you know, all these other compounds that like make the medicine. And how much of those compounds, right? Because not a mushroom grown in the wild always in the data has more medicinal compounds than those grown in-house. So how do we leverage machine learning? How do we leverage you know, real-time data collection to inform us consumers to know, well, who's got the best product and how do we know that? Like, that's what's about to happen. I'm so excited because it's been a long time coming, and there's so many mushroom companies now, you know? It's like so flooded. It's like, how do you know who's who? Like, what's what? Like, so, but yeah, it's a very exciting time to be in this industry for sure.
Cool. And what do you think so far about the Startup Grind event?
Man, it's like trying to drink water from a fire hose, you know? It's just like, it's so overwhelming for me. I'm in the backwoods. I'm in like, you know, very small town. We got 20,000 people, you know? And so this is like, coming here to California is just like, there's so much going on. And I initially thought like, I gotta go find the investors. I gotta go find them. And I thought, no. Let me just sit back, you know, kind of like put out on the mushroom guy a little bit, and just like, next thing you know, man, just like that magnetism. I mean, yeah. Right? Connecting, just saying, hey, you know, I like your piece, like, right? And it's just bam, bam, just connections happen when we're just authentic, right? Yeah. And that, whatever that magnetism is like, it's palpable here, man. It's like, it's so potent, you know?
Yeah, totally. When you just go with the flow.
But it's hard, right? Because like, we want to like, we're hustling, we're trying to like make deals and stuff, but it's like, no, the deals will come. Just make friends. Like, you know, the deals aren't going to happen
that's
today.
Right.
You know?
I feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah. How was yesterday for you?
During what?
About what we're talking about, to going to talk with investors and this energy.
Yeah, you should just like make friends. You know, it's better quality than quantity. So you just have a conversation and you find out about the person, like. Because if you are on the same wave or on the same vibration, you will eventually find a deal. Because, like, yeah, of course you can meet some investors and try to pitch. Like, you can feel different and you can feel like on the other way, and it's not gonna work anyways. But you still will have like a little time to spend with the with the investor or with any other people. So yeah, it's more about quality and the friendship.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you can't be too thirsty, you know? It's like you just got to be confident and just like know what you know and just talk to people. And it's like things come, you know, like nobody's going to write a check today, right? Like that's not going to happen. Like, you know, that's going to happen dinner weeks later when somebody, you know, you send a pitch deck and they want to get more information and say, hey, I remember you asked a question, or, you know, I think that's, for me, that's the hardest thing of just like having that confidence to like stand up in the crowd and ask a question, right? Because then that's like how somebody asks a question tells a lot about that person, right? Like how much they know on a topic or, you know, whatever. And yeah, it's just like some people just trying to get the coattails of somebody and like, hey, help me guide my business. And it's like, man, they can't know your business right now in a 30-second question. Like, you got to be real, you know, like ask a very detailed, you know, point, and then they're going to come find you, or somebody in the crowd is going to come find you and say, that was a really great idea or question, or, you know. So I love this. Like, this is like, like my cup is full. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like energized, ready to go back and make some stuff happen.
Cool. Then let's go to the final part of this episode. I want to know, what is the biggest challenge that you are challenging now that doesn't let you sleep well?
I think it's really having a clear path to like commercialization and valuation for a very specific product, right? And like knowing that that's going to be our like unicorn or flagship or something, right? We're putting all this time and energy into this like one PFAS thing, and it's like, okay, now how do I know that this is going to be cost competitive? It's going to differentiate us, like, right? All the things that a VC or angel or an investor wants to see, but I need to know this internally, that like this is a good use of my time and our team's time. Like that's really hard for me, and I think I've met some connections here that are going to help with that, you know. But it's like in the mushroom industry, it's so hard because it's so new, you know. And it's like, how do I measure something and give valuation that doesn't undervalue the idea, and also we're not overvaluing. We're like, an investor's like, that's an insane number, right? Like, how do you find that balance? Like, I have no freaking clue. Like,
but do you have an advisor?
Yeah, and everybody believes. You know, there's like we're very lucky where we're at. Like, it's a very small pond, so it's easier to be a big fish, right? So, like, we've got a lot of support, but again, it's so new that people are like, well, you know, yeah, I can get into Chat GPT and get all the, you know, layout of like an industry, and then I can go research some of that. But like, is that the right music to the right investor? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta tune it to the right ears so that that people hear what is actually the potential, and frame that in a way. And that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to know, to be smart enough to know how stupid I am, right? Like, know what I don't know, and then find those people that know more than I and ask those questions and try to, you know, get them inspired and excited about an idea. So
cool.
Yeah.
And then the last question: are you happy?
Man, am I happy, dude? I'm like buzzing happy. Like, I just like, I'm ready to go home. I'm kind of homesick a little bit, you know, with my daughter, my wife, but because it's like springtime right now. The snow is melting. There's no mosquitoes. Like, I want to go back. I love being here, but like, yeah, I'm happy, but I'll be happier like when I'm back home in the woods.
What is happiness for you?
Man, what is happiness is like, it's just like peace of mind, you know, like, you know, where I can just like be quiet in a space and just, you know, even keel, not feel like I'm having to jump, you know, to the next thing. Like, I'm ready to be just, you know, chilling in the sun, you know, watch the snow melt. And we tap trees this time of year for maple syrup. So everybody's got, you know, sap water and maple syrup going around. So it's kind of like a fun thing. There's fires going, and
cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to get back. But
all right. Then this was this episode. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Hey, thanks for trusting a stranger.
Have fun, guys.
Have fun.